Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to cook some crawfish etouffee. So y'all get ready, we got a treat for y'all today. Here's our roux. Was in the refrigerator overnight. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to temperature. So you want to keep stirring your roux, keep it from burning. The darker it gets, the easier it will be to burn, especially on a higher temperature. A lot of folks like to put their roux at about 250, 300, cook it. The lower the temperature, the longer it takes to cook, the safer it is. The more guarded you are from burning it. The higher the temperature, the quicker it'll cook, but the more susceptible you are to burning it. One thing about cooking a roux at a high temperature, it changes the way it thickens. So at a higher temperature, when you cook a roux, it doesn't have the thickening strength as the roux that you cook at a lower temperature, and that has to do with the temperature and how it reacts with the flour and the cells of the flour. You can use oil or butter. Today I'm using oil. It has a higher smoke point. You don't need to use oil or butter. You can create a roux in the oven and bake it. Put it on a pan, spread it out, 350, and watch the color. So the roux is actually burning at this point. You notice the bubbles on the right side and coming around in a circle. That's where the induction element is. It's burnt. It's done. I wasn't paying attention. I tried to make a short video with my new iPhone and took my eye off the ball. Burnt the roux. Boop, 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 boop. Not good. Pay attention. Stir the roux. So we're going to get us a new roux started. Make sure we're going to stir, stir, stir. Keep an eye on the roux. Stop for a few minutes and start back. As long as you watch it, stop. It's not at that high temperature, and it'll cook a little bit and stir it. Cook a little bit and stir it. Don't let it go for a long time, maybe a minute or two. Higher temperatures, you probably don't want to stop. You just keep stirring. And the more you stir, it'll cook evenly, move everything around. Look at now, we're getting to a darker roux. Getting close. One more step and we'll be there. So we'll go from a white roux to a blonde roux to what I call a coffee colored roux, then a chocolate colored roux. And in between right there, there's a red roux. Red roux is what you use for crawfish etouffee, and that's what we're looking for, that red roux. In between the coffee and just before chocolate. We'll get that color that we want. And we're close. And keep on stirring it. We don't want to burn it. And you can smell it when that roux burns. Here we go. So we got just about half our red roux. Yeah, it's coming. It's looking good. Keep it stirring. We got to change hands. That's technique right there. Right hand to the left hand. Now we're going to put our Trinity in. That's going to help cool the roux. We've got the temperature turned down. It's going to cool it. The roux is going to congeal around the Trinity. And that's what you want to see. And just keep stirring it. Let it sizzle. Next thing we're going to do is start adding other ingredients. You can hear once it stops sizzling, it's pretty much cooled. So I want to make sure I keep stirring it. Don't let it sit in one spot too long. And this is an easy dish. It's going to come together quick. There we go. We appreciate y'all watching us today. If y'all haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please hit the bell for notifications and click that like button. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. So I've got the tomato sauce ready. Here in a bit we're going to put the tomato sauce in and mix it in. One thing about a whisk, everything gets caught in the inside the whisk. You know, invent a whisk with a button, so you press the button and it spreads the wires out a little bit. It'd be a cool invention. So let's put some ingredients in. We got some Raging Cajun seasoning. Look at that. The original Cajun seasoning right there, folks. That stuff right there is putting some good flavors in. Now we're going to go with 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce. That's one thing you can, in Creole dishes, you'll find a lot of tomatoes in the ingredients when on the Creole side. So, yeah, I don't know if you know, but they trace back the lineage to Crawfish Etouffee to the 1920s in the Hebert Hotel in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. And then in the 1950s, they trace it again there. So that's about as far back as they can trace Crawfish Etouffee. It's a simple dish. Doesn't take long to make. I like it with just crawfish. Some people put shrimp and crawfish together. Some people do shrimp, crawfish, and crab meat. Don't see many, but some do. Here in Chattanooga, we have a restaurant that does the shrimp and the crawfish, but when I go, I ask them to just put all shrimp. So when I eat all crawfish, excuse me. I want crawfish in my crawfish etouffee. If I wanted shrimp, it'd be shrimp Creole, but I want crawfish etouffee. So we're going to keep adding our seafood stock till we get to the right consistency. We'll add a little bit, stir it in, whisk it in with the whisk, and we'll keep adding it. I added seafood stock about 3-4 times till I got the right consistency. Once you bring it to a boil, it'll start thickening. And you may have to add a little more. You just have to watch it. The one good thing about using seafood stock, it's not really diluting it because it's full of flavor. You just keep mixing it and mixing it. Look how good that looks. Here we go, put some more. Coming together now. Look at it. Look how it's getting full. I probably could have used that whole 32 ounces of seafood stock, but I didn't. I had a little bit left. Now look at it. There we go. I'm getting close. Look at all that flavor. Hello, Bella. So I didn't add any salt because there's enough sodium in the seafood stock. I will add some pepper here in a minute. And when you add pepper, feel free to, mix and match the peppers you like. It's all a personal preference when it comes to build flavor. We're going to put a little paprika. We're going to put some cayenne pepper. And we're going to put some ground black peppercorn as well. Put some basil. Some parsley. Stir all that good flavor in. I hope y'all get a chance to cook some and let us know how you made out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. That looks about enough right there, don't you think? We got Bella right here. Huh, Bella? Bella, you wanting to say hello, Bella? Sometimes Bella will tell everybody hello. I think she's tired. Need to get some garlic powder. And we're going to do a little bit of onion powder. And we need to stir this in, and we're going to add some cayenne pepper here in a minute. Those flavors are going to come together. I like doing these long videos because you get to watch the cooking process. Because if you don't have the patience to cook, you know, building that flavor structure is going to be tough for you. Now we got the cayenne pepper in. We're going to stir this in. I will tell you, if you eat it right off the stove when it's hot and you finish cooking it, it's going to taste good. Put it in the refrigerator overnight and let them flavors develop. The next day, it's going to be twice as spicy. You're going to taste them. That's guaranteed. Those flavors will develop, come together. So you have to remember, when you taste food and it's hot, what it tastes like, and then the next day what it tastes like. And you judge your seasoning content like that. It's like if you ever eat boiled crawfish, take them off the bowl, put them in the refrigerator overnight, and you eat them the next day. Oh, they're so good. So you get a spoon, we're going to taste it here and check for thickness. coat the back of the spoon. Yep, look at that. Perfect. Taste for the seasoning. It's good. Put a little bit of salt, not a lot, just a little. And that's kosher salt. 2 pinches, all you need. We stir it up real good, and then it'll be time to let her cook. I like to get it to a slow, like a bloop, 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 bloop boil, and just let her go. So now we're going to let her cook, folks. We'll be back in a few. Look at that. Look how good that looks. So that's what you want to see. You want to see that different color foam on top. That means that flour is cooking out. It's cooking, doing its job. It's developing. Slowly but surely. So if you noticed, I haven't added the crawfish. The crawfish is cooked. The crawfish needs to be added. It'll let the roux warm the crawfish. We're going to add the crawfish fat and all to it, and then we'll let it cook a little bit just so the fat can develop with the roux. Then we'll turn it down to a simmer and let it soak. And then we'll get us some to eat. And you'll smell it. When that starts developing and coming together, you can smell it. It smells absolutely delicious. Then you could say you know what delicious smells like. Can add a little bit of New Orleans Cajun seasoning, just a handful, and we're gonna add a little bit more black pepper. Well, cracked black peppercorn to be exact. Get just a little more cracked black peppercorn. That's why it's good to do a little bit at a time and taste as you go, and then keep adjusting. And I'm sure after this thing sits in the fridge for a day, it's going to come together, and I'm going to taste that black peppercorn mixed with that cayenne pepper. Boy, and that's mixed with that doggone smoked paprika that's in here. Wow. We're going to have some flavors building tonight. So it's been cooking for about 40 minutes. I think we're about ready to add the crawfish. Let's see. Look at that Riceland crawfish, y'all. Some good crawfish too. We're gonna put 2 bags in it. Do you hear me? 2 big bags of Riceland crawfish. Here's bag 1. Look at that good crawfish meat with that fat mixed in there. Boy, boy. That's flavor right there. If you go to their website, it'll tell you where you can buy their crawfish tails. Look how good that is. That's the color of crawfish tails right there, folks. White and red. If it ain't white with red, don't eat it. If you ever open a crawfish and it's gray, brown, black, dark, whatever, if it ain't white and red, you don't eat it. Trust me when I tell you. When you get the second bag in there. Now that's crawfish tails right there, folks. Riceland crawfish tails. From Louisiana. You want to make sure you stir this real good. Get it in there, get it stirred up, get it mixed up, get them fats coming together with your roux. Get them flavors to develop. Look at all them crawfish tails right there. Riceland brand crawfish tails. That's some good crawfish tails. Look at that, how good that is. Boy, it smells good too. And this going to even make that delicious smell even more delicious. Now you're going to know what more delicious smells like. Look how good that is. Ooh, boy. Crawfish Etouffee all the way. We'll get our thermometer. We're going to check the temp here. We got our Butcher Barbecue digital thermometer. We're looking for 145. We're at 140. Well, close. We still got to go some more. We'll get it up a little more. Actually, I think the bag said we needed to reach a temperature of 185. We're going to bring the temp up. We'll bring the temp up and get it to boil. Now watch, we're looking for that bloop, 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 bloop. Just wait for it. I see some movement. Uh-oh, guess what? I see bubbles. Here it comes. Here it comes. Look, there we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's what we're looking for, folks. That right there is the little boil we want to happen. We want that steam to come through, the air to come through, bring the heat to the top. That's what we want. Time for that taste test. Let's see, how good does it taste? Boy, it's absolutely delicious. That tastes good right there. Boy, that's good. We gotta get a little bit more Cajun seasoning in here. We're gonna put our Raging Cajun, original Cajun seasoning. We need a little more. There we go. Look at that color. That's what we want right there, folks. I was thinking about maybe putting a little more tomato sauce, but I don't know. I like it. I think it's going to be good to go right there. Hello, Bella. Does Bella want to say hello? Well, Bella, do you want to say hello? You could be on the video. You want to say hello, Bella? That's Bella saying hello. She's not too talkative tonight. Time to let her cook some more. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's boiling good. Look at that, how good it looks. You can see the difference in the color and the consistency, how it looks. It's coming together. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna plate it. Look at them crawfish. Look at them crawfish right there. Gonna put some in the plate. We need some more than that. We need to get some more, huh, Bella? Bella, you don't eat crawfish. Do you eat crawfish, Bella? Bella, you eat crawfish? You want to say hello? She smells it. She's just attuned. She's waiting for me to drop some on the floor. Bella just waiting for something to get on the floor. Huh, Bella? That's right, huh, Bella? Say hello? Good girl. Everybody said hello back to you, Bella. Well, let me show you this plate. Look at that. Another scoop. Another scoop. Boy, I can't have too many scoops. Now we're going to get us some rice. See, I got the seasons in the background here. We got our cayenne pepper, our smoked paprika, our black peppercorn, and last but not least, but our Raging Cajun, original Cajun seasoning by Acadian Kitchens. Look them up, folks. They got some real good Cajun and Creole food. You can ship it right to your door. Or if you're lucky enough, you may have some at a local store near you. You just have to check it out and see. So we'll put a little bit on top of the rice, let it soak through the rice there. And look at that, how good it looks. Folks, I want to thank you for visiting our channel. We hope that you could subscribe, press the bell for notifications for future videos. And last but not least, thank you. And we wish you and your family a happy new year. Come on, Bella.